What's up, folks? This is Norm from the Board Game Museum, and today I'm going to be reviewing and showing you the board game Cretaceous Rails along with one of its expansions, Cretaceous Skies. So the object of this game is you're going to try to score the most amount of points before this game ends. Right over here, this is going to be your player board, and right over here, this is going to be the setup where all the dinosaurs and these different tourists are going to be. Right over here, this is where you're going to be placing your workers, which are going to be these little things right over here. Right over here, this comes with the expansion. Anytime you are able to take one of these pterodons, you're going to be able to place it over here on this board and gain the effect. Right over here, these are going to be cards that you'll be able to do to build what is called your resort. And your resort is going to be one of the main ways you're going to be able to make points. So these are all the different actions that you're going to be able to do. The first thing you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to lay these rails. So laying rails simply means you're going to go ahead and take two of these rails and you're going to go ahead and lay them next to some rails that you already have. You'll start with two. So I could go ahead and put one here, for example, and then I could go ahead and put one over here, for example. This symbol over here means I will be able to remove jungle. Now, in order to be able to score in this section, which I'll talk about later, jungle has to be removed because the tourists are not going to be able to see the dinosaurs with jungle. So what you'll simply do is you're going to go ahead and remove the jungle from any place you have an adjacent car, one of those hexes, and you're going to place it over here on your train car like this. Now, you will be able to lengthen these train cars with these over here, and you'll be able to do it anytime you have a card that has this symbol on it. The next thing you'll be able to do is what is called capture a dinosaur. To capture a dinosaur, you'll just simply pick up a dinosaur that is adjacent to one of your trains and does not have a jungle on it. So I could go ahead and pick this dinosaur up and I can go ahead and place it over here into my car like so. Now, another action I can do is unload the train car, which just simply means I can just remove anything that's in the train car. So I could go ahead and place the jungle here and the dinosaur over here. Next I can do is what is called a safari. A safari basically means I'm going to go ahead and take one of these figures that one of my trains are adjacent to, and let's just say I pick a blue character over here. The blue character is going to be looking for these blue dinosaurs here. Anytime he sees one, you're going to move up on the track that color dinosaur. So I would go ahead and take this person, I put him over here in my train car, and I would count any dinosaurs that were next to the train, so this would be 1 point. Now what I'll do in this case is I'm going to go ahead and move this up 1. What this is going to do is this is going to tell you how many points I'm going to score whenever I have a dinosaur on a resort card that I'm going to be building later. Anytime I get to one of these points over here, I'm going to need to pay a jungle token, and then I will be able to go ahead and continue with these stars. And this will be true with all of the stars. So if I have a purple tourist, he'll count the amount of purple dinosaurs he sees, red, etc. Next thing I'll be able to do is I will be able to draw resort cards. So I'll be able to draw the resort cards right over here, and let's just say I decided I was going to draw this card here, and I was going to draw this card over here, so I'll have these in my hand. And finally, this symbol over here means I will be able to build the resort. So to build the resort, I'm going to be able to make a 3x3 grid, and these are going to have different floors. So let's just say I decide to play this card here and this card over here, and I could go ahead and add another card here, etc. So what you're going to do is this is going to tell you what it's going to cost to play. So I would have to place a tree for that, for example. That would be in this section. This is going to be the immediate effect that I'll get for this particular one, which in this case, I'll be able to go ahead and add a train car. And right over here, this is going to be the end game scoring over here. Now what this means is that I'm going to end up losing some value over in this section in order to pay for it. And so now, since I'm on the bottom floor, that would be 2, the middle floor would be 1, this would be 0 because it's on the top floor. So essentially the higher the card is up on the resort, the more powerful it's going to be with these kinds of effects. Now for this card, I would have to pay a blue tourist. Let's say I happen to have a blue tourist over here. I just simply play them over there like that. I would go ahead and gain this effect, and then this will be the end game scoring. Now let's say I happen to have this card here. This is going to cost a dinosaur and also a jungle. So now that I have the dinosaur over here in this resort, this is when this is going to start counting for points. So this dinosaur right now is worth 3 points, but as this goes up the track, this dinosaur is going to be worth more points. Now the volcano over here, this is going to count as seeing a dinosaur for free. It's wild. Now right over here this is called the focus group. If you happen to have a tourist over here, you can place him here, and this will allow you to go ahead and replace 4 cards either on this section or on this section. And anytime you're drawing the card, you'll draw a card and then replace it, and you'll have the 2 cards that you're going to be able to draw. Now right over here, the way you're going to place these is you're going to go ahead and just split it so you can do 2 of them. And once all 4 of these have been played and you've resolved everything, that's going to end the round. And you're going to have 4 rounds of play as you are doing this. Now over here on the expansion, you're going to have these cards over here. Now in the capture dinosaur phase, if you are able to capture, say, one of these pterodons, you can go ahead and start to place one over here like so. And this is going to go ahead and give you an effect. So this particular one means if you do a safari with this particular colored character, then you're going to be able to gain a train car. And if you placed one over here, you would go ahead and do a safari with blue, you would be able to capture a dinosaur. The next time you capture one of these pterodons, you're going to place it orthogonally next to the one that you already have placed. So you could say place one over here like so. Now this is a list of all of the effects that all of these Cretaceous Sky cards will give you, and this is a list of all of the effects that the resort cards will give you. And finally over here, you're going to have some eggs here that are going to be used for endgame scoring. And here again is a list of all of the different endgame scoring possibilities that you will have depending on the eggs that you draw. At the very end, you'll go ahead and score, and this is going to be the way you'll be able to do the scoring in this game, and whoever has the most amount of points at the end will win. So the first thing I really like about this game is that you have a dinosaur themed game where the dinosaurs are not attacking anybody. This actually reminds me a lot of Jurassic Park before the dinosaurs went all nuts. It was just like a zoo. And so what you're doing is you're trying to build a railway through this jungle, so to speak, so these tourists can get to see these dinosaurs. I think that's a really cool idea. I love the production value in this game. The dinosaur minis are beautiful, and I love the pteranodons. I believe that's how it's pronounced in the expansion that has those little stands. Wonderful table presence this game has. It's very, very colorful. Now this is a worker placement game, and I like the way that you have those 16 tiles that you can mix, and you'll have to place your worker between those 2 tiles, and you'll have those 2 actions. And so having those tiles there to where you'll be able to mix them up, it can change up the game. Also with the resort cards, it's interesting how you have to capture the dinosaurs, you have to clear out the shrubs, you put them on your train, and then you may need to get some more train cars to then unload onto your board, to where then you're going to be able to pay cost in order to build those resort cards. So then you can get the dinosaurs on the resort cards to score some points. But then you also have to figure, you know, do I want this card on the first floor, the second floor, or the third floor? Because the higher the card is on the floor, the more it's going to benefit you. Then you have a lot of different ways you can score in the end. And then when you put in the Skies edition, you have all those tiles to where you'll be able to do even more action, to get even more in-game scoring with those pteranodons. It's a really cool game. I like the way the game works. It has a really nice flow to it. It's a beautiful looking game. And ultimately, you're just trying to score the most amount of points, mainly trying to capture dinosaurs with those resort cards, but those resort cards also have different abilities too that you can use in the game. So there's a lot of different things going on in this game, a lot of choices that you have, and it's a cool game. I really, really like it. Okay guys, that's my review of Cretaceous Rails along with Cretaceous Skies. We'll see you. Keep on gaming. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Subscribe and like.
And comment. And
click and
share.
Share.
And have fun. Have a lot of fun. That's what you gotta do.